Infiniti FX50. Have you ever wondered how long it would take for your AC system to start running when you have it in auto mode, when it's that cold outside? Well, stay with me. Here's one of those answers to questions you never asked. Just gonna drive normally. I'm not going to mess with the fan setting. I usually do this for a lot of the vehicles that I own because some people get in the car and start running, the fan to make sure that it warms up or to send it to the glass and things like that. In reality, you're just sending cold air because, as you can see, the coolant is still cold right now. When you use that coolant to try to heat up your vehicle as a source of heat, because the way it works is you're running air over coolant pipes, right? That's basically what your heater core does in this case. But the water is still cold, or the coolant is still cold. There's no heat you're gonna get. So the way this works is that it waits for the coolant temperature to get to a certain point. I can't remember that number exactly. And then automatically it's going to start running the fan, like now. There you go. It's either temperature or time. And right now, I think, although my temperature is still low, I think I hit it on time because it says, you know what, you've been sitting in the car for 2 minutes. Let's start running the fan. But the way you know that it's not temperature based is because of the speed over there. It's still pretty low right now, right? It's running on minimum fan speed. If the temperature had been up to normal, then that fan would be running even faster, saying, okay, we're going to keep things moving. It's running at a minimum fan speed because we're assuming that you're sitting inside the vehicle right now, and we would like to keep air moving, right? So manually, I can bypass all that stuff. I could push and increase the fan speed, and that's how manual systems work. But I don't know if it's spoiled or what, but I'm something. I like automatic systems working whenever they would. I'm the kind of person who's comfortable at 73 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm more irritated by heat than cold. I've gotten used to the cold by now. So there you go, it's rising a little bit. I think we're about close to 3 minutes into the video. Yep, 3:01. Suppose it's waiting for it to get to normal temp. Normal temp would be, I'd say, 2/5 of the range over there. Maybe not. I see the second stick already went up. Third stick. Okay, so temperature is now good enough. And what I'm going to do for this is, once I get home after the trip, after achieving running temperature and everything, I'm going to stop somewhere and then turn the vehicle off, then run it again, and then see what happens. Because at that point, the thought process is that I've been driving for a while, the coolant is still warm or hot, so as soon as I start the vehicle, it does not need to wait for anything. It can start running almost immediately. It doesn't exactly work the same in the winter. In the summer, when you're trying to cool the vehicle, you start running as soon as you can, pretty much. And I should make a point to try to record it during summer as well. I might have one of those videos. I record a lot of videos, but then sometimes I sit there thinking, well, yeah, I know you joke about this thing that you're answering questions no one ever asked, but they need to know, but will they really like this one? So sometimes I end up just not posting a lot of the videos I record. There you go, we've got full blast, and we have pretty much operating temperature. I think that's about it. I'm going to put the phone down just so I can drive safely, and we'll look at it when I get home. We'll see what the temperature is going to be. And what's interesting is that it's going to keep up with us, trying to speed up as fast as it as it can. And once the interior temperature reaches 73 degrees Fahrenheit, the fan speed is going to start reducing, because there is no reason to keep blasting hot air at that point, you know? Okay, that's it. That's all the video is for now. And I am finally home. As you can see, the temperature gauge has not changed a bit. Here, the fan speed is a little more gentle, you know, because we've gotten to 73 degrees Fahrenheit, so everything's good, right? So yeah, that's it. Just wanted to show that this is what happens typically, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it off, because this is where I was about to do this experiment, right? Then turn it on again, if I can find it. You see the hand go up, and then this one here is like right exactly where it needs to be. Not much of a change, right? And if I did this experiment whereby I got out of the car for like 10 minutes, came back, it's going to be pretty much the same. So again, think of it this way. Initially, the blower motor inside the car does not run at all, because the coolant running through the system is cold. There's no point for it sending cold air at you, right, when you want 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Then the temperature warms up so fast, right, and then it runs it as fast as possible, because you're probably right around 35, 36 degrees Fahrenheit inside the vehicle. So it says, hey, you know, since you've got that hot water, hot coolant coming in, let's run this fan as fast as possible to get up to temperature. And once we get to temperature, it says, okay, you already have the 73 that you wanted. If you keep running this fan at max speed, you might end up being a little too hot in here. You know, that's why when you have manual systems, you fiddle with them, you turn up the speed, turn the temperature down and things like that. And it depends on you. Some people like that wind in their face. So what you do, you go to manual mode, and the way you do it is, let's see if you can, I couldn't force the light on. Manual mode. So I'm going to mess with the fan speed right here, and you can see the manual thing, the auto thing turned off, right? See that? So change the fan speed. If you want that wind in your, there you go. It's still set for 73, but it wants the fan speed to go up. And the way it regulates that is this. It's so loud. Let me turn it down. The way it does it is this. So you want it to be at 73 degrees Fahrenheit, but you also want it to run at max. It regulates it in such a way that you're not getting so much heat, right? It's going to regulate it's going to mix it up, in that it's going to mix a little bit of outside air with inside air, and say, hey, you wanted full blast air, you're gonna get it, but you're not gonna get too hot, because of the blend door mix. And right now the blend door is still being played with. For us, or for people that like leaving it in auto, the main thing is that it needs to be comfortable in temperature, comfortable in noise level. You know, the fan should not be so loud, comfortable in, you know, the way it feels to the human skin. So 73 degrees Fahrenheit is what has been determined for most people to be comfortable. Wind speed, you know, they thought about all that stuff as they designed the vehicle, so that's why it ends up being there. So what I'm going to do is, you could turn up the heat, the temperature you want things to be, and what it does for this is that it basically, you want it very, very hot, it's going to close the, right now it's recirculating. Can you see that? Yeah, auto recirculate, but you can force it to not. Again, so many different things to think about, but it's going to say we might not really get any stuff from outside, because you want it really hot, but you also want the fan speed very low. Now if you wanted let's go to auto. Okay, I'm going to play with the fan speed, and then I'm going to turn this temperature down. No, actually I should put it in auto. Temperature down all the way to 60 is a minimum. It's blowing a lot colder now, and I feel like right here in just a bit it might end up switching from, I've set the recirculation to do it automatically, so do whatever you need to do, but right now it's still recirculating. It might decide not to. 60 degrees is still warmer than the 35 coming from outside, than the 35 on the outside, so it might consider it not. You can hear the dashboard creaking. Okay, how long till this changes? I don't know, but I gotta go. I just got home and gotta go. So we'll look at this later, but for now, I guess this is the end of my rambling video, and we'll talk to you guys later. All the best.